Hello everyone, my name is Holly and I will be one of the trainers for this hour. And we will be doing a discussion activity on the conditional. Basically, what would you do if? And my hope is that people will have a chance to just talk as long as they need to, and I can give them feedback as appropriate. That is the plan for today. Let me quickly show you the PowerPoint that we will be going over. And so it's a specific PowerPoint we'll be doing. Bear with me a moment. So we'll start out actually by going over the rules of the conditional, and from then on, after we go over the rules, then we will start practicing. So we would do what would you do if, and we would do the 3 types of conditionals. We'll talk about the grammatical structure. I'll give you examples, more examples, and then we would ask questions. What would you do if you were rich? What would you do if you were poor? What would you do if you were principal of your school? What would you do if you won the lottery? If you lost your passport? If you could speak English fluently? If you were told you had one day to live? And so that is the plan for today, is just to talk about these kind of issues. So, Alonzo, how are you?
Hello, Holly. How are you today?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. So, tell me, where is this located?
This is south of my country in a mountain place,
Okay, and what is your country again?
Peru.
Peru. That is so beautiful.
Yes, it is.
So it's the southern part of Peru?
This is in Cusco.
Wow. I've heard really good things about Peru. In fact, I have a business associate from Peru. So, but he's been living in Japan for many years. So, hi, Victor.
Hi, Holly.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
So, is your internet going to work this time? So,
My internet.
yeah, is your internet giving you problems?
No, I have problem with software with the
Oh,
operation system. I
okay.
have upgrade my uh, hmm, iOS until 8 version, and it has a problem with Hangout. I can't see, for example, your page when
Okay.
when you have to show something to read, for example. And I
Uh-huh.
have problem with it. And
Uh-huh.
if you didn't put, for example, link on article in
Uh-huh.
class, I can't to see it, and
You can't see
sometimes
it.
I queue it. I go out from class.
Yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, your brother, I think it was your brother, Andre, he ended up saying, "Holly, where's the link?" And I was like, "Oh." So I added it afterwards, or towards the end. But
Yes.
yeah, this class is actually going to be more of a conversation class. And can you see the PowerPoints, or you can't see anything? So do you want me to add the PowerPoint link? I think I will do that, because I don't think I added these. So I'll do that now, so you can bear with me a moment. So it didn't even occur to me that you guys would need um, the link. So what is the topic of this class? Is it what would you do if, or what would happen if? I think it's Okay. Hi, Mauricio. How are you today?
Hello. Have a nice Thanksgiving.
Are you in Canada?
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you Canadian?
No, I'm Brazilian,
Uh-huh.
but I'm live in Canada. Have 1 month, just 1 month.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you've been here just 1 month?
Yeah.
Okay. And today is Thanksgiving?
Today is Thanksgiving here.
Ah, okay. It seems to be a holiday in several countries around the world. Is it also Columbus Day in Brazil?
Maybe in Brazil, no. In Brazil, the holiday was yesterday, but
Mm-hmm.
yesterday was Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and today, no.
Okay.
Today is work day.
Okay. Yeah, and today is a holiday in the US as well. It's Columbus Day, but the only people that are actually not working are people who work for the government, for the city, and for banks.
Mhm.
Everybody else is working. Schools are open. Um, everything is pretty much open except for post offices and banks and city halls and government type offices. So.
And when
Uh,
when is Thanksgiving in United States?
Thanksgiving is usually the third week of November.
Oh,
So we have Halloween first,
mhm,
and then we go with then after that is Veterans Day, and that's always November 11. And usually sometimes before Veterans Day is we have a Tuesday, the first Tuesday of November, we vote if there's an
mhm,
election that year. And then we have Veterans Day, and then after that is Thanksgiving. Then we have Christmas.
mhm,
So we call the whole November and December the holiday season
mhm.
for that reason, because we have so many of our major holidays. And a lot of people do not go home. If they go home, they have to choose either between Thanksgiving and Christmas if they live far away, because it's not worth it to go both times. So um, anyway, hi Paula, how are you? Or is it Paula?
Hello, Paula.
Paula, okay,
Yeah,
excellent,
I'm fine. And you?
very good. And Paula, where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
Spain, okay. So we have Victor from the Ukraine, Paula from Spain, Mauricio, he is from Brazil, but he's living in Canada, and Alonso is from Peru.
Ah,
And so,
okay.
and
Hello, everyone.
I think they're
Hello.
all, and I am actually from Idaho in the U.S. And um, so it's nice to see you all here. It is 2:10 in the afternoon for here in Idaho, and in Peru. What time is it?
It's 3:10 p.m.
Oh, okay. So you're there's several time zones in South America. So, and
Mm-hmm.
Mauricio, what part of Canada are you in?
And Regina, Saskatchewan.
Okay, so would it be about 4:10,
Yeah,
4 or 5? It's 4.
4:10. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly 4:10.
And Paula, is
Oh,
it 10 o'clock?
sorry, 2:10. 2:10.
2:10.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same time zone as me. Okay. And Paula, is it 10:10 right now in
Yes,
Spain?
yes, and then at
Okay.
night.
Yeah, and then Ukraine it's 11:10. So you're up late, Victor. Or is it not late for you?
Yes, it's pretty late. After
Uh-huh.
that class, I'm going to sleep.
Okay, yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. So
Excuse me, Holly.
yes,
What do people do in Thanksgiving Day
in where?
in the United States?
In the U.S. We basically eat. So Blow by blow, every family in Thanksgiving, every family is different. There's really no main traditions that you do, but so I can tell you a little bit about my family. When I was growing up, we would wake up, probably we would sleep in, and we wake up, and we would smell turkey in the air because my mom had gotten up early to put the turkey in, and then we would turn on the TV and watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, and after that, maybe a 1 or 2 o'clock, we would have a Thanksgiving turkey dinner, and then a lot of people would watch football or we would play games, and then maybe in the evenings, depending on the year, some years we'd go to a movie, other years, other things. Also,
Mhm.
the day after Thanksgiving, we have what's called Black Friday.
Oh, I listen about
Have
that.
you guys
It's
heard of Black
discounts.
Friday?
No.
Okay, Black Friday is a huge, huge sale. The stores are open, and the last few years, it's actually started at midnight on that Friday. So people start preparing for Black Friday. They go through the sales ads, and they try to find really good sales of things that they need or they want to buy for Christmas. And the stores are crazy on Black Friday. So people who have any sort of intelligence, like myself, never go out. Or you go to the
Actually,
mountains or something like that.
actually, I saw one chapter in South Park about the Black Friday.
Uh-huh.
The people going crazy.
Yeah, and people get so crazy that there's usually at least one fatality every year. Do you guys know that word?
No.
Fatality is a death. I spelled that wrong.
Oh, okay.
Um, so usually there's maybe they get either, I don't know what really happens, but they get pushed and they end
Mhm.
up falling and stomped on. So it's like I have a really good friend that does it every year. Her and her brothers, they sit down and they work out their plan and who's going to go where and all that. And I've thought about joining them. Once I learned about Black Friday, I thought about joining them, but then I don't know if I want to do it. So my guess is this year I'll probably be teaching it verbally because so many of the Americans won't be teaching. So I'll just grab the hours. So that's my guess. But I don't know what I'll do. But thanks for asking, Mauricio. Do you know what the difference is in Canada?
No, I think this is the same. Today, family eat turkey
Mm-hmm.
and just dinner with family,
Mm-hmm.
with
Okay.
other family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Adela, Mauricio is a Brazilian and he's living in Canada right now, and Canada is having their Thanksgiving Day today. So, so he was asking about American Thanksgiving and what we do, and it's for Americans. It's for adults. Kids find this holiday very boring because you have Halloween and Christmas, where they get candy and all kinds of stuff, and Thanksgiving is just a boring holiday. Um, the grown-ups or the adults really like Thanksgiving because there isn't the gifts, and you just are able to enjoy relaxing and just being, and you're trying to, and you think about what you're thankful for. You think about you try to be grateful that day and think about all the good things that have happened throughout the year. So I just love the holiday, and when I lived abroad, I always tried to have introduce it to people, and I think I had 2 or 3 Thanksgiving dinners where people would just come and eat American food and try it out, and it was really fun. So anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. The topic today is what would you do if, and I believe I was able to upload the PowerPoint. So Victor, you can look at it. So here's the link for it. If you need that. So let me go ahead and screen share that PowerPoint. And we'll start out with a little explanation on the conditional, and then we will do as much of a free conversation as possible. And so bear with me a moment. Okay.
¿Estás llamando?
Okay, does everybody see this?
Yes.
Okay. I'll move the thumbnails. Okay. So what would you do if? So we're going to go over the conditional. The first thing, there's 3 types of conditionals. The first one is conditional is possible to fulfill. Second, condition in theory it's possible to fulfill. Third, there's a condition it's not possible to fulfill or it's too late. For example, the first, if I study, I will pass the exam. So this is possible to fulfill. Second, if I studied, I would pass the exam. So it is also possible if I were to do that. Third, if I had studied, I would have passed the exam. So it had already passed, but if I would have done this, I would have passed the exam. So basically, in this respect, you do the first conditional is in the present tense, the second conditional is in the past tense, and the third conditional is in the present perfect. Okay? I think you guys probably have studied this before. If I study, I will pass the exam. If I study, I will not fail the exam. If I studied, I would pass the exam. If I studied, I would not fail the exam. Or if I did not study, I would fail the exam. So these are some examples. Third, if I had studied, I would have passed the exam. If I had studied, I would not have failed. If I had not studied, I would have failed. So these are the first, second, and third conditional. So if something is for sure, you would say I will. If I get $1 million, I will. If I work hard, I will be a millionaire. If I would have studied, or if I would have worked hard, I would have been a millionaire. Does everyone understand?
Yes.
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 Okay. Yeah. This is fairly basic, I think, for you guys because you've studied for a long time. Now let's practice. So let's practice. So, what would you do if you were rich? So let's try to talk about this as long as possible. Hi, Andre.
Hi, teacher.
Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about this. Adela, what would you do if you were rich? We're going to just get our imaginations going today. Adela. Are you there, Adela? I don't think your microphone must not be working. Are you there? Okay. Alonso, how about you?
It's the same question, right?
Yeah. What would you do if you were rich? Yeah. Everybody will answer it.
I I will study all what I want.
Okay. You would study what you want. Okay. So what do you want to study?
Microbiology, studying biology, but I
Mhm.
wanna specialize. That's right.
Oh, okay.
In microbiology.
I'm studying microbiology, but I would like to specialize.
Specialize, yeah.
Specialize. Okay. Specialize in microbiology. Okay. Um, and in British English, it's with a C and S. Okay. Okay. And Alonso, could you ask somebody else that question? What would you do if you were rich?
Okay, Paula, where what would you do if you were rich?
If I were rich, I would buy a house in the United Kingdom and I would study in the United Kingdom.
What would you study?
I'm studying education in Spain, but I would like to study English in UK.
Okay. Okay, so you went to study English in the UK.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Okay, I asked somebody
Mm-hmm.
the same question. Okay, Mauricio, what would you do if you were rich?
Oh, if I was rich, I would travel around the world.
Okay, so travel around the world. Tell us more.
And I would visit many countries, Italy, Spain, Japan, Korea, and many countries.
Okay, so what country is on your bucket list?
Europe, many countries in Europe, for example, Spain, Germany, uh, United Kingdom,
Uh-huh.
and Japan.
Okay, in Japan. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How about the rest of you? If you could travel around the world, what countries, if you could only go to like 4 or 5 countries, what countries would you go to?
Mm,
Paula.
I would like to go to India,
Uh-huh.
to Australia, to Canada, and to Sweden and United States.
Oh, wow. Why Sweden?
Why Sweden? Because I think Nordic countries, I think they are very interesting, and I know it's cold there, but I think it would be very nice to visit them.
Okay. All right. And Andre, how about you? What countries are your 4 or 5 countries are on your bucket list?
Okay. I'm Brazilian. Okay, and um, I would like to know United States and Canada, Australia. I'd like to know Israel. What else? Yeah, Italy. It could be interesting to know Italy too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And Adela, can you speak yet? Adela? Okay. Alonso.
Yes,
Oh, yes,
yes.
you can speak. Okay, awesome.
I have a problem with the smartphone, my husband. Sorry.
He fixed it for you? Okay. Um,
Yes.
yeah, awesome. I was thinking, okay, I'll just skip you and then ask you again. So, based on Mauricio, he said that he would want to travel all over the world. So, what 4 or 5 countries are on your bucket list if you were rich? What countries would you travel to?
If I were rich, I would like to travel, for example, to New Zealand,
Mm-hmm.
to the Papua and New Guinea,
Oh,
and China and Japan.
now why Papua New Guinea?
Why? Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
New Zealand and Papua New Guinea, I think, is
Are
very interesting
uh-huh.
about the forestry, etc. And China and Japan is a different culture
Mm-hmm.
that European culture.
Uh-huh.
I think is very different. I think it's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. All right, thank you. And Alonzo, how about you? What countries are on your bucket list? If you could travel anywhere based and no money, no, don't have to worry about money because you're rich.
Okay. Brazil,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, I like it. And and California,
Okay.
and
You know that's a
uh,
state, not a country, right?
yes,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, but I like California. I saw many pictures about that.
Uh-huh.
Really cool place. And also in Italy
Uh-huh.
and Japan
Uh-huh.
and Australia.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And on my bucket list, everybody thinks it's funny. Moldova,
Mhm.
Mongolia, the Philippines, India, and Japan. So,
Interesting.
yeah. And it's funny because I was thinking probably about it was in 2002. I was thinking what country do I want to live in next? And in my head it was Moldova. Go to Moldova, Holly. So I researched it and I never went. but, but since then I've always wanted to go. And I didn't even know it was a country. So it was like the
Yeah.
country just came to my head. So anyway, okay.
Teacher,
Yes.
there is a specific reason to that you would like to know that country, Moldova.
Yeah. There's no reason. I just no reason, and it's like the poorest country in Europe, and
Uh-huh.
it's it's landlocked. It's even not even close to the beach. So, but I've been intrigued about it for a while. So
Teacher,
Okay.
where
so
where you live now?
I currently live in Idaho.
Uh,
Right. Maurizio, could you ask somebody also what would you do if you were rich?
um, um, if I was rich, I
You already
would
answered it.
I would ask.
Ask
Okay.
it.
Sorry, teacher.
Yeah, either Andre or Adela. They have
Andre.
not.
Okay, Andre.
Okay, go ahead.
If you rich,
Mm.
if you were rich, what do you what do you do or It's the correct question, teacher.
Okay.
Either what
Okay.
will you do or what would you do?
What do you do?
Okay. So, mm, maybe I'd like to travel to United States or Canada and live there some months or 1 year just to learn the English and the maybe before it travel around of the world to share to to share my with the another people my faith to share my faith with them.
Okay, cool, cool. All right, and so you want to, like Maurizio, you want to be more or less a world traveler, but you want to be a world traveler with a purpose, right? So okay, um, and Andre, could you ask Adela what she would do if she were rich?
Okay. Adele, if you were a person rich, if you have a lot of money, what do you do?
So what would you do?
Okay, what do you do?
What would you do, Adela?
Yes, I like to contribute with NGO, for example, environment, the NGO that protect the environment, kind to Greenpeace, etc. And I would like to sail into the warrior, the the ship of the Greenpeace.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, it can be interesting.
So you would do volunteer work.
Yes,
And
yes, for a time.
okay.
Sorry, a gap time is a gap time or
Like a
some
gap year. A gap year.
gap year.
hmm Okay. And the word we actually pronounce it contribute. So the stress is a little bit different than what you said.
Con-
Contribute.
Contribute. Okay.
Contribute. And then of course another one would be just donate, which is easier to say. To donate. Okay. So you are you think a lot, Adela, about the environment. Do you worry about the environment at all?
My subject I teach in this field.
Yes, of course you do. Yeah, I knew that. Because
is is normal because it's all day about forestry fires, natural resources.
okay.
I think is my job, is my career.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
It's okay if I say if you were rich, what will you do?
Yep.
Is that okay? Okay.
If you were rich, what will you do? Okay. Bear with me a moment. Okay. Now we're going on to another question. Same question, only completely opposite.
If you were poor, I'm poor.
Yes,
So,
me too.
what would you do if you were poor? Okay, so if you feel poor, that's good. So you know what you would do if you were poor. So talk to us. So I'll start it out with. Oops. Do you guys even see this? Oops, that's not it. Bear with me a moment. What would you do if you were poor. So
every day to work.
okay, so we'll start with you, Adela, since you were the last one. So what would you do if you were poor? So I would go to work every day. I would, and then since you say this is first conditional, right? I will go to work every day. Okay,
Yeah.
Adela?
If I were poor, no, as I, I am, no,
Not.
no, no, the conditional, but if I were poor, I, I will need, no, because it's a future. I
Yeah,
will need.
but you aren't poor, right?
I need to go to work every day,
Okay.
all my life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you need to work every day. And how about you, Alonso? What would you do if you were poor?
If I were poor, I would go to my university in bike.
By bike.
By
Okay,
bike, yeah.
by bike. So right now, do you go by car?
Yes, in bus.
Okay, but if you were poor, you would go by bike.
Yes, but it's
Is,
very far.
mhm. Is the university in Peru free?
It's public. Yes, it is.
It is free. Okay. So if you were poor, you would still be able to go to university. And in the
Mm-hmm.
U.S., if you're poor, you can't go to the university.
You cannot?
Oh, it's too expensive.
Whoa.
For especially private universities. I graduated 23 years ago. And 26 years ago, I started my freshman year. And that year, I paid $10,000 for my first year of school.
Oh my god.
And now it's
10,000.
10,000. Now it's doubled or tripled.
Oh,
So I think the kids are paying about between 20 and 30,000 a year to go to private school, and private universities, and then like Yale and Harvard and those schools are even more expensive than that.
oh,
Then the public universities, like the state universities, are probably about between 500 and 5,000 a year. It depends.
But
Depending on,
the teaching is good in public university.
yeah, it depends on the university. So most universities could not stay a university status. The problem is that there are some public and public schools, not public schools, some private schools where the people pay to go to these schools, and the quality is not very good. So
Indeed.
so there's people who have who are not able to get into the better universities go to these other schools, and they're not very good. So anyway, okay, so Andre, how about you? What would you do if you were poor?
Okay. Um, I should ask that question in using the past. I'm sorry. The future, the present. What's about?
If I were you, I would use if I were poor,
Okay.
I would be, because
Okay.
if you use this, if you say I will, if you use the present, it is true.
Okay. Okay.
So
Mm,
if I were poor, if I were poor, I would be, or
mhm.
something like that.
Okay. If I were poor, I will try. I will try I will try to change that situation. I will try. I will study to be a good to have a good work and the I would be try I would be try be to be the best the best worker, the best student um, in 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 something which I I I would be my choice. Yes,
Okay.
is it?
So I would if I were poor, I would try to better my instead of I would be in this respect, I would say I would try to better my situation. So
Mm-hmm.
I would okay, good. All right. And how about you, Maurizio? If you were poor, what would you do?
Probably I would work hard
Uh-huh.
and I would study a lot
Mhm. Okay.
and maybe I would save money
Mhm. Okay.
and 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 don't consume your
And
don't
I would not consume.
yeah consume things superfluous things.
Uh-huh. I would not consume things I don't need.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay. And how about you, Paula?
If I were poor, I would try to find a job and also try to find a way to study for free to acquire new skills and abilities to find a better job and little by little find a better job to maintain my family and to better my situation.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Bear with me while I get that switched over. So it's okay. The next one is okay. So think back. Do you guys see this one? Okay, so let's start this with Aldela. Since you are a teacher, what would you do if you were principal of your school?
I'm the wife of the principal of my
Are
school.
you? Okay.
If I were the principal of your school, of my school, sorry,
Uh-huh.
I would like to change the relationship with the student as my husband starts, and to have a fluent relationship with the administration.
Okay. When you say a fluent relationship with the administration, what do you mean by that?
A fluent contact. Sorry, frequent contact with the administration to
Okay.
have more results.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense. So frequent. Awesome. All right. And how about you, Paula? If you were principal of your school, what would you do? Or if you or you can change it to the third conditional. If you would have been principal of your school, what would you have done? Paula? Okay, maybe she's stepped away.
Okay,
Maurizio.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
I thought I was speaking.
Oh,
So
don't
I
you
thought
need that?
my microphone was active. Okay, if if I were the principal of my school, I would change things in my school. For example, um, I would not like to see people making bullying to other
Uh-huh.
people.
Okay.
So that's the main thing I would change of my school.
Okay, so you would stop the bullying at your
Yes.
school. Now are you in school now or are you
No, I'm in university.
okay? Is there in the university is there bullying?
Yes, we started 2 weeks ago, and in 2 weeks ago, they are bullying to other one to a girl. Okay,
Oh, really?
so it's frustrating, and we are studying education to be teachers one day,
Mm-hmm.
and it's bad that we are being formed to be teachers, and they are bullying
Mm-hmm.
to a student.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I was just informed I think yesterday or a couple days ago that the bullying even happens in the workplace in some countries, and I was very surprised. Really? So, so Andre,
yes.
um, how about you?
Teacher,
Yes.
what's mean principal?
Okay. Principal is the head person. He's the he's the he's the boss of the teachers, and he is also over the students.
Mhm.
He or she.
Okay,
So
thank you.
you're welcome. So so I take it you're out of school. So what would you have done if you would have been principal of your school? Let's go to the third conditional.
Um, uh, Teacher, I will ask your question, sure.
Hmm.
But I would like to do a question for Paula,
Okay.
okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Paula, what do you study? Sorry.
What do I study?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm studying to be a teacher of elementary school,
Mm-hmm.
and my minor is English, and the degree is bilingual. So it's a degree compound is compounded by pedagogy, psychology, English, and a lot of subjects to be teacher one day.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Uh, okay, teacher. Now, if I were the principal of my school,
Hmm.
mm, uh, I will try to influence the people around of me uh, to be good persons, to respect one each other, uh, and the yes, I will try. I will try things like this, like this.
Hmm. So you would concentrate on the students learning to respect each other.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. Awesome. All right. How about you, Alonso?
Um, if I were the principal of my school, I will try to train and improve the teachers
Oh, okay. So you would make sure that the teachers are of a very high quality.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. Have you guys ever seen the movie Stand by Me? No, it's not Stand by Me.
No.
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 I don't remember.
Oh, it's not Stand by Me. That's another movie I was thinking. But there's a movie that about a intercity American school where the principal came in and he tried to turn it around and he was successful. Lean on Me. It's called Lean on Me. It's a
Eh,
very good. It was made in the 80s or early 90s. So,
Mm,
Lean on Me
who?
is another movie.
uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a movie basically what Alonzo just described. That's one of the things that the principal tried to do. But he learned that he was wrong, and it wasn't really the the teachers as much as it was the entire atmosphere.
Sorry,
It's a very good movie. Yes.
who is the actor, please?
Oh, he's a very
Is black?
yeah, he's African American.
Sydney Poitier?
No,
Morgan
Morgan
Freeman.
Freeman.
Ah, okay.
Morgan
They
Freeman. It
are
was yeah.
same, but this classical movie.
Mhm.
This is Rebellion
Mhm.
on the school, more or less. I think the traduction
I think
uh,
yeah.
is Cine Poitier. I think is interesting too.
Yeah, I think I know that movie as well. As the one Lean on Me um it kind of spoke to me because it was when I was in school. So it was made in the late 80s, early 90s. And so it was kind of like, oh, I would have gone to school. If I would have been in that county, and it was a true story. If I would have lived in that area, I would have gone to that school. So, um, but
Teacher.
I,
yes.
There is another very interesting move
Movie.
um,
Mm-hmm.
with a teacher and the students. That movie calls Freedom Writers.
Freedom Riders.
Writers, yeah, I think
Freedom Riders.
it's a,
I don't know that movie.
uh, it's I put to you
Okay.
that.
Yeah, because the one that Sydney point, the one that Adela was talking, Writers. Okay, Freedom Writers. I don't know that one.
Mhm.
The one that Adela was talking about, I think, is something about ask your daughter to a dinner. I can't remember the name of the movie. Um, it's
Mhm.
Freedom
the In Spain,
Writers.
they translate is a problem because I don't identify with the title. I don't identify
The
the
English.
film because
Yeah.
yes, because they put a very different title.
Mhm.
They translate, but change a lot is not.
Mhm. Now,
Uh,
in this movie with Sidney Poitier, he's a teacher though, right?
yes.
Yeah, and we're in this movie with the other guy, Lean on Me. He's a principal, so
Okay.
it's slightly different, but it's still they're both very good classical music movies. I've got to check out Freedom Writers, so see what that's about. Okay, Mauricio, how about you? If you were principal of if what would you have done if you would have been the principal of your school?
Oh, if I was a principal of my school, maybe I would influence
Mhm.
uh, other friends
Mhm.
to practice sports and maybe study a lot.
Mm-hmm.
and respect each others.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so you would just encourage everybody to do the right thing.
Yeah.
So, excellent, awesome. Okay, so we have time for one more, hopefully. Bear with me. Okay, what do you guys see right now? Do you guys see the screen?
Yeah.
Yes, but
The same
Yes,
screen.
it's the
Same
same.
as before.
Same screen. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, come on, change. Come on,
Yeah,
computer.
change it.
Okay. What would you do if you won the lottery? So, and please use this in present tense. If I won the lottery, I will, because that means you will. It will, it's a sure thing, right? So, Andre, how about you? What would you do if you win what will you do if you win the lottery?
Oh my goodness. Honestly, I don't have idea.
Okay, I have
Honestly.
no idea.
Uh,
Okay. All right, what about you, Mauricio? What will you do if you win the lottery?
Oh, I will continue my learning English, my
Uh-huh.
ESL program,
Uh-huh. Okay.
and then maybe I will travel and now other countries.
Okay. And Alonso, how about you?
Maybe I will have a heart attack.
And maybe I will have a heart attack. Okay. No, not a good answer. But the grammar was perfect. Maybe I will have a heart attack. Okay. So, Paula, how about you? What would
I will donate part of the money to
uh-huh.
poor people and contribute to investigate about illness of the world, for example, Ebola.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. And Adela.
if I win the lottery, I will travel to Petra, and it's a really fact.
Okay.
I won the lottery. I went to the Petra 10 years ago.
Oh, did you? You won the
with
lottery
this
10 years ago?
with this money. Yes, but a little.
Uh-huh.
Is my mother has buy a ticket
Uh-huh.
and
Cool.
pay for me a trip to Petra and Badrum, Jordan.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome. So it could happen again, happens multiple times. So thank you very much for your participation. I hope you guys learned a little bit about the conditional and had a chance to just practice speaking English. So
Okay.
thank you
Thank
all.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Have a great
Thank you
day.
teacher.
to you.
See you later.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.